It really opens the way for a new chapter.
We see the RD4 actually put in the code collection.
We started the project 7 years ago. The collection code 1159 didn't exist at that time. And finally, we thought that code would be the perfect collection to fit this ultra complication.
I call it an open project. We could add ingredient functions during the whole project, sometimes to, throw away what we have done and start again. This project was an adventure. But when you start this kind of project, you start by designing the dial. You place the indication, you look at the ratios, find the correct match on the dial. And only then you begin to place first the chronograph, because the axis has to cross the whole movement. We pay a lot of attention since the very beginning to the dial.
It's a very user-friendly, complicated watch.
One key is the super crown, and using the 3 push piece and also 3 crowns to activate all the function. So what is actually the super crown?
We didn't want to have like a forest of pushers and crowns all around the watch. So we faced the challenge to have crowns that you can push and you can turn to select other functions. Those new super crowns allows us to keep a watch quite simple in terms also of aesthetics and ergonomy. We started by saying, okay, we will go for a 42mm case, and we wanted to limit the thickness at 15.55. The space and the room was the most challenging thing in the watch. We managed to bring 4 people working simultaneously on the same caliber, and this helped us to solve the challenges.
How do you actually bring the 40 function and including 23 complication into the caliber 1000 for RD4?
RD2 was key to do that. What we've learned in RD2 is to integrate different functions in like one layer, or to reduce the number of layers. We used this for the tourbillon RD3 as well, and we also used it for the chronograph. We got the idea to place a split-second mechanism at the center of the ball bearing. It saved us the thickness of the split-second mechanism. Design of the components are more complex because it contains multiple functions and multiple shapes. The tourbillon was first designed in the RD4. We started to implement the tourbillon in RD4, and then we integrated in RD3 that was launched before. Stability and the accuracy, it really depends on our savoir-faire, on the setting of the balance wheel. The tourbillon helps it, especially in vertical positions. It's about mastering the precision setting, so the tourbillon have a very, very good accuracy.
How exactly you remodeling the caliber 1000 into the split second?
Lap timer was a milestone that helped us to understand and to master the split second function. So we were able to integrate the split second function in the RD4. We have worked a lot on it, on energy consumption, on the way it works, in order to make it let's say, more stable, and also to be able to manufacture the components. of this swivel clutch, which is an oscillating clutch, is to avoid the jump of the hand when you start the chronograph and being resistant against shocks.
You put the supersonary system into the RD4, but actually create a new case back.
The solution to have the possibility to showcase the movement, and to do so, they had to change the soundboard, which is in titanium, and to do it in a transparent sapphire.
There are two things you have to pay attention to. We had to develop especially to attach the gong and the sapphire soundboard with an intermediate component. And the other thing is, as a sapphire is more rigid than titanium, it will amplify, let's say, higher pitches sounds than the titanium. It amplifies higher frequencies. So you will hear a difference with a more crystalline sound.
The free spirit
Facing new challenges,
allow us to create our own path.
having fun with a lot of very talented people.
In Audemars Piguet, everything is possible. And here on the side, as you can see, there is a note engraved, and I can select the different chiming mode: grand sonnerie, petite sonnerie, or silent. So you have GS, PS, or S, according to the mode you want to. So grand sonnerie will chime by passing the hour.
你还在看吗？
是啊。